We're doing mobility today.
Yes, and today,
Ladies and foe. We're doing mobility today.
And today's focus is on the maximal rotation in our spine and on our shoulders.
Exactly what we need as surfers, right? I'm going to be doing lots of the talking. I'm a little bit injured here, but to be honest, my mobility also isn't that good. So Linda's going to show a lot of things, and I've got a lot of things to work on. So behind the scenes, I'll be working on my mobility, like always, stiff and everything. Anyways, we're talking way too much. Let's start the warm-up. It's a follow along, so please follow along with us. You can just sit in this relaxed position here, and we're gonna start from the head, from the neck, and then we're gonna work our way down. And we're gonna start by rolling the neck a little bit. Or right now you can just look to the left while you're looking down a bit. Look to the right, and then look a bit up, and then to the left. See if you can click your neck a little bit. A little bit up to the left, to the right, and back down to the left, to the right. And all right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go to the shoulders and we're gonna rotate them backwards so that we feel the stretch in your chest. You bring your shoulder blades together and you rotate them like that. This is 3. We're working in 5s today. That's 4 and that is 5. So what you can do now is you're gonna do the same exercise on hands and knees. So now again, you're gonna bring these shoulder blades together, rotate them and push out, push the ground away. That's 3, that is 4, and that is 5. From there, you're gonna put your right hand on your back, on the back of your head. You're gonna rotate down and then up, pause for a moment, and all the way down again. Up, pause for a moment, and all the way down. Here's 4 incoming. And that is 5. All right, so now you can of course go to the other hand. I really want to feel that rotation. I really want to work through that full range of motion. So try to look for full range of motion. Okay, again 4 incoming, that's it. And that is 5. Cool, so you're gonna go to that high plank and your left leg is gonna be beside your left hand. With your left hand, you're gonna rotate up. I really want you to feel the rotation in your lower back. And I even want you to feel some chest stretch as you're rotating all the way out. So that's 3. That's 4. And 5. Go back to the high plank and switch. Slowly gonna go through it. It's 1, 2, 3. Take it slow, take it slow. 4 and 5. Cool. So now we're gonna go through the same round, but now you can really start looking for a bit of more stretch, okay? As we go through these movements, right?
Definitely.
Okay, so for the neck, you can start now by rotating a little bit more. Look down and rotate to the left. Rotate back to the right, and now maybe a little bit bigger. I'm feeling my neck click here. I'm not even supposed to do anything. I'm supposed to just talk in the microphone. And you make a full circle with your head. The other way around. And now we're gonna go to the shoulders again, where we really rotate them, feel the chest stretch, and then bring them back. That's 1, that's 2, 3, that's 4, and that's 5. Now you can do the exact same thing on hands and knees. Sink your chest to the ground and then push all the way out again. That's 2, that's 3, that's 4, and that is 5. So now your right hand can be on the back of your head. You're gonna rotate down and up, pause, feel the stretch, and down. You want to feel the stretch in the bottom position as well. It's 2, it's 3, 4, and 5. So we can switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we go to the high plank, and we're gonna put the left foot besides the left hand, rotate the left hand up. That's 3. I can feel the stretch in your hip flexors, your chest, your back. And that's 5, so we can switch. 2. That's 3. 4. And 5. That's it for the warm up for now. Are you warm?
I'm warm.
Okay, so it's time to go to the second part of the training, the main part. And what is the goal?
Our goal is to find maximal range of motion throughout mainly the shoulders, but also the spine. First, we're gonna work with the shoulders on this angle, 90 degrees angle, outside, but we also work up and down. During these exercises, we also engage the core a lot. So we're finding that perfect combination of shoulder stability and core stability.
That's perfect. So one thing that I just want to note, and that is for all the routines in the future also, is that if you can just go to a high plank for me quickly, is that when I say push the ground away, and this is what you always want to do, is that I mean that you push the ground away, that you push your shoulder blades over your rib cage like this. And what we do not want to see is hanging in your shoulder blades, and so non-active shoulders, right? So we want to keep pushing the ground away, and that's really important for the upcoming exercises. We're gonna do first round, we're gonna do 5 rounds in total. The first one I'm gonna be explaining a bit more than the other rounds. The other rounds I guess I'm just gonna be counting and getting bored for me, I guess.
Count for me, because I'm gonna lose track.
I'm gonna count for you, yes, for sure. And hey, try to do left and right. We had to stop recording because this was a thing earlier. Okay, are you ready?
I'll try.
We're gonna start with reach throughs, and we're gonna combine that with a frog position, and then go to the Russian reach, right? So let's start with the reach throughs, because you can get in a high plank position. And this is a technical exercise. You're gonna, for now, keep your left hand on the ground. We're gonna pushing the ground away and rotate the entire body up. Now it is okay if the heels are on the ground in this position. Now you're gonna rotate back and reach through under your body. It's really important to keep pushing the ground away. That's the second. The third, we're still working in 5s. That's 4. And there's 5. Now you are in the high plank. You can go to the frog position and jump your feet next to your hands. And from there, you keep pushing your knees away with your elbows as you are rotating, reaching to the sky. We're doing 10 alternating. So this is 3, 4, 5. Now what works is to breathe out as you are going to that top rotation. It's 8. If you're breathing out, you can go a bit further. 9. And that's 10. So we're gonna go back to that high plank. And now you're gonna keep the right hand on the ground and you're gonna do the reach throughs again. Keep pushing the ground away. We don't wanna hang in that shoulder. Keep your core engaged. To squeeze the bum in that top position. 4. And there's 5. So again, you can go to the frog pose. Jump your feet next to your hands. Open the hips right there. Try to keep a neutral spine. We don't want to flex too much there. And that's 10 alternating, so here's 3 incoming, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now you can go to a high plank for now. If you can just come a bit backwards again, Lynn, you have moved a bit. That's okay if you're in your living room. But okay, so now we're gonna go to the second half of the round. You're gonna start in the frog pose. From there, you're gonna push yourself up to a downward facing dog, like Lynn is demonstrating here. We can feel some stretch on the hamstrings here, that's okay. You want to push your armpits to the ground or towards your feet. We're gonna hold this for 10 seconds. I think we're about there. And from now you can go to the high plank and then start tapping your toes. So keep pushing the ground away. The right arm touches the left toes, the left arm hand touches the right toes. That's 2, that's 3, that's 4, that's 5, we're halfway. That's 6, keep pushing the ground away. That's 7, that's 8, 9, and 10. Alrighty, so that's one round. So, Annelinde, you've just done 5 rounds of what we just did. I will fast forward here in time lapse. But yeah, it's really up to you. 5 rounds is going to take you about 20 minutes of this routine. If you really want a good adaptation, please do that. But 3 rounds is also sort of okay, right? I think myself, I would do 4.
Yeah, 5 is really heavy.
Yeah.
4 is still pretty good workout for mobility, and 3 is doable.
Yeah, 3 is like the least that
Yeah.
you would do, but it's sort of like, I only did 3. So if you don't want to feel like, I only did 3, do 4, then you're good. If you're really stoked, do 5. There is a cool down, huh? So we want to invite you to now start doing your rounds of what we just did. You can just replay it if you want. I put it in time lapse here, but pause the video for now. And then start getting to the cool down.
Yes?
Yeah,
Let's go.
let's go. So you can get on your belly. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna stretch the pectoralis muscle for now, because you have been pushing the ground away like this. So your right arm is gonna position next to you. You're gonna rotate your entire body over your left arm there, and this is gonna stretch your pectoralis muscle. That's 20 more seconds. I personally would always advise to stretch for at least 1 minute. However, for the sake of the video, we are using 30 seconds. So we got 10 more to go. And you can switch. Rotate over your right arm. And 30 more seconds. Five more seconds. And you can get back into that prone position. Now we're gonna go to a bit more dynamic stretch that is gonna be good for the rotation and everything that you have just been doing in the routine. So Lynn, you can just start doing your dynamic movement. It's very similar, however, your arm, hold up, I'm just gonna get here, the arm right here, instead of bringing it all the way like we did earlier, it's gonna stay down as much as you can, which is gonna, you're gonna feel the rotation in your entire body. Dynamically to the other one. Try to breathe out as you are going through this stretch, and try to really feel the rotation in your lower back and to relax all these muscles. I want to do this for another 20 seconds. With every time you do it, try to get a bit further. All right, so this is the last one. Good. So, that was it. Hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, anything else to say?
No, see you in the next one.
See you in the next one. Ciao.